Welcome back, guys. I'm Tony Hansen. This is for Audio Dungeon. I'm joined by Vinny B and Vinny Pro. And today we're looking at Tabletopia.com. Tabletopia, a great place to play games virtually online anywhere in the world with your friends. So right now we're looking at the game called Riftforce, and you're seeing the intuitive interface of Tabletopia, as well as some other features, which we're going to go over right now real quick, and then we'll take you into the game. So right now on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, you're going to see the video interface. You're going to see me and Vin who are playing the game right now. And we have that video interface, we have an audio interface, and we have a text chat box. So a lot of ways to communicate, and it makes it very easy to play, just like real life when you can see the person, hear the person, talk to them, and it's pretty easy to use. So another thing to note is that the interface you're looking at is a 3D environment. And the cool thing about it is that you're not hogging the real estate by moving it around. So I'll take you through that right now. If I'm looking at the map, moving it around myself, as you could see, I could change the angles as well. I'm not moving it for anyone else besides myself. What this means is that, let's say I want to zoom in, I want to look at a certain card. Maybe perhaps I want to zoom in this card, take a look at it. One, no one knows I'm looking at that card. They see that the colorful hand that I have, which is blue for me, go around, but they're not going to see what I'm looking at in particular if I'm just looking over here. And they don't see it on the screen. It does allow you to look at things that are strategic on the board without drawing too much attention to yourself, and it's very helpful. Let's say because of the digital environment, you want to actually get around the board. Perhaps you want to see a different perspective and you love this perspective on the map and you want to see it a little bit easier and quicker. Well, you can use the camera features. So to set up a camera feature, you press Shift and a number. I'm going to say 3. So I'll do Shift and 3, and that saves it to 3. Now, if I move the camera back over here, the way I was looking at before, and I say, oh, you know what? I want to go back to that perspective. I saved it to 3. I just press 3. Don't press Shift. Shift is only when you're setting up. 3 is when you just want to look at it. I press 3, goes right to it, and as simple as that. Like you saw before, you can zoom in on different cards. You can take a look at them just by double-clicking from anywhere in the map. That makes it real easy as well. And as you see, very intuitive, simple to use, and it allows you to have that feeling that you're in front of your friends in real life, playing with them and interfacing, and it's not that different. Let's go to Vinny B for the interface itself with the game. Vin?
Sure. So this is Riftforce. It's a great 1v1 game. It's a great quick two-player game. You want to face each other and use your elementals to destroy your opponent's elementals. And you notice that over here, Tony zoomed in. They have a nice setup here with the quick rules, quick reference rules right on the board, so you don't have to go back to the rule book as much. Right on top of that is a black bag, which, as you destroy your opponent's elementals, you can chuck them in that bag, get them off the board, keep the clutter away. And again, it's nice and great because it's all easy to set up, and you set up right now. We're pretty much ready to go. So when you're starting the game, if we go to the row of the elementals and the summoners right there at the top, you can see that everything's ready to go, and Tony can build a deck pretty quickly. It's nice and easy. All he has to do, in the start of the game, we want to put all the summoners in one deck. So he holds Shift and selects everything but one card, grabs them and drags them on top of the one remaining card, and makes a deck. You have to move over it and wait for it to highlight a little orange, and it'll drag and make the deck. And now he can shuffle it. There's a couple of different ways, but right-clicking and going down there to shuffles up the deck.
And just to mention, right now, if I were to click over and take this, notice it takes one card off. You will not move the whole deck with you. So what you have to do, again, you have to press Shift, go over, grab them all, and then when you move them, you'll move the entire thing. That's it. If you just take it, it takes one. If you press Shift and highlight, you'll take the whole stack. That works for cards, chips, anything that stacks up.
Yep. And it works great here. And now we can discard one to that black bag at the bottom. We're supposed to burn the card to start with, and then we can each grab the top card and build out our summoner decks as we need to. So, and there we go. Now that's out of the way, and Tony can take his card, I can take my card, and we can build our decks. And then as Tony gets so Tony, if you want to draw that top summoner there, and put him on your side, for instance. And now we can click in. Now, as Tony was mentioning before, the important thing here is when you're building your deck, you want to grab your elemental. So you want to grab the matching pink elemental. I think it's a third. Yep, that one. Now, if you click and drag one, you're going to get one card, right? So you don't want to do that. When you want to grab the stack, you want to shift and hold and just highlight that deck. And now you can grab everything else and drop it on and make your deck.
Okay, so that's just one of many games that you can play on tabletopia.com. That is Riftforce. And again, tabletopia.com has thousands of different games that you could play with your friends. The coolest thing about that video option I told you about in the beginning is $4.99 as of right now. And that means that only one person has to have it, not all of you. One person has that, and they can provide the rest of that capability to everyone they're playing with in the group. Makes it very affordable, very easy to use. And also on the platform, you can keep many games open at once. Are you an avid board gamer and you're playing perhaps 6, 7 games, every once in a while on this day and maybe in a month? You can keep all those games open as you're going up to a limit, I believe around 10. It also depends on which account you have, of course. So that's it for Audio Dungeon, guys. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Vinny B, Vinny Pro, and we will see you next time.